welcome to Coastal Alabama's Highway 98 Radio. Rick McCann behind the microphone. We've got the latest breaking news, extended weather forecast, and great music coming up live, broadcasting from the Blue Ram Media Studios here in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Well, it's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds and the ink stains that are dried upon sunlight. That keeps you on the back roads by the rivers of my memory. That keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that bind me, or something that somebody said because he thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory. Every hour's you're just gentle on my mind. Though the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us, and some other woman's crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone. Ooh, I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face, and the summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. Oh, but not to where I cannot see you, walking on the back roads by the rivers flowing gentle on my mind. Well, I did my cup of soup back from a gurgling, crackling cauldron in some train yard. Now be it a wrestling, a cold towel, a dirty hat pulled across my face. Threw cocktails round the tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're waiting from the back roads by the rivers of my memories, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. Gentle on my mind. You're gentle on my
Crime is going up. You need to call the professionals at Mobile Bay Public Safety Patrol. 251-264-2498. Mobile patrols, residential communities, schools, churches, and businesses. Alarm response. Professionally trained law enforcement experience. Mobile Bay Patrol. 251-264-2498. Call them today and you'll sleep better tonight. Mobile Bay Patrol.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coastal Alabama Radio on this Thursday morning in May. Yeah, here along the Gulf Coast one more time. We're broadcasting live from the Blue Ram Media Studios on this beautiful 22nd day of May. Doesn't time go by fast? I hate to keep saying it, but it really does. Over the weekend, as all of you know, we had Sand in My Boots Music Festival here along the Gulf Coast. I'll tell you a little bit about that coming up. It was, it wasn't so bad. They don't really The police said that there really wasn't a whole lot of trouble. They did make 37 arrests. I'll tell you about that on the show in a moment. And I also have some arrests that happened recently in Daphne. I'll be telling you about that. And about a brand new service that's coming to our area. Live camera surveillance. If you have cameras at your business, we'll tell you how to get the most effectiveness out of those cameras. And we've got a whole lot of great music, of course, just like always, the extended weather forecast, breaking news, and so much more. So let's sit back, relax, listen to some great tunes, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
just get lost. Leave this one-horse town like two rebels without a cause. I've got people in Boston, ain't your daddy still in Des Moines? We can pack up tomorrow, tonight let's flip a coin. Heads Carolina, tails California, somewhere greener, somewhere warmer, up in the mountains, down by the ocean, where
I'd never been to before. Working my way through a middle of June midnight thunderstorm. There was something in the headlights that stopped me on a dime. She was scared to death, so I said climb in, and then she climbed. She was bruised and broke from head to toe, with a tear in her bloodstained shirt. She didn't tell the whole truth, but she didn't have to. I knew what had happened to her, and I didn't load her down with questions. That girl had been through enough. I just threw it in drive, looked in those eyes, and asked her where he was.
I don't know if he's an angel, 'cause angels don't do what he did. He was hell-bent to find a man behind all the whiskey scars I had. And I never thought my day of justice would come from a judge under sea. But I knew right then I'd never get hit again when he said to me, wait in the truck, just wait in the truck.
Well, I knocked and no one came, so I kicked in his double-wide door. I let the hammer drop before he got to that 12 he was reaching for. And I didn't try to hide my pistol, I didn't even try to run. I just sat on the porch smoking one of his cigarettes and waited for the cops to come. Yes, I did.
I don't know if he's an angel, 'cause angels don't do what he did. But he was hell-bent to find a man behind all the whiskey scars I had. And I never thought my day of justice would come from a judge under sea. But I knew right then I'd never get hit again when he said to me, wait in the truck, just wait in the truck. Oh, have mercy on me, Lord, have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me, Lord. It's been 60 months, and she still comes to see me from time to time. It was worth the price to see a brighter side of the girl I picked up that night. And I might be here forever. It ain't paradise, that's true, but it's a whole hell of a lot better than the place I sent him to.
Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me.
Just waiting to try.
Have mercy, have mercy, have
Mercy on me, Lord, have mercy on me.
have mercy, have mercy,
Have mercy on me, Lord.
have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me.
Just waiting to try.
Broadcasting live from the beautiful Gulf Coast of Alabama, it's Highway 98. We've got your favorite new hits, some of those good old hits, indie music, gospel, bluegrass, and so much more, here on Highway 98.
From coast to coast, cops are cracking down on seatbelt violations. Buckle up day and night or expect a ticket. It doesn't matter who you are or where you live, they'll be on the lookout. Cops write tickets to save lives. Click it for ticket.
Sands in My Boots Festival, music festival, over the weekend was a sellout crowd of 40,000 plus, and hundreds, if not thousands, of others were just lingering, coming down, hoping to get tickets. Police said that there were no serious incidents, although Several people were transported to the ER. They were ill, and police made 37 arrests. Now, that is a low number when you have a big crowd of over 40,000. We had over 100 plus police officers working the event at any given time. However, when you have 40,000 people and 100 or 150 police officers, it's difficult to arrest everybody who's breaking the law, because you could easily have a riot on your hands and the crowd could turn against you. So, they arrested those that they could. Now, the City of Gulf Shores Police Department said that they arrested 15 people, while Baldwin County Sheriff's Office arrested 22. 26 people were arrested for unlawful possession of a controlled substance. One person was arrested on a felony count of possession of marijuana in the first. 6 people were taken to jail for public intoxication. 4 underage persons were arrested for possession of alcohol. 4 persons were arrested on a disorderly conduct. 1 person was arrested because they had an outstanding arrest warrant. 1 person was arrested for criminal trespass. 1 person was arrested for attempting to elude law enforcement, and 1 person was arrested for obstructing government operations. Now, if you tally all of these up, it comes to more than 37 arrests. That's because several people had more than one charge. All in all, there was no major incidents, no major injuries. It was overall, pretty cool, calm crowd. Police could have made a whole bunch more arrests if there were more officers, but again, it's a risky business, and there were no serious violent offenses. So I would say that this is a win for the city, for the residents, the visitors, and those who came to the party and have a good time, and everyone went home safe.
Bury me in Georgia. 10 miles out of Chattanooga, south of that state line. There's a no-name road off Highway 2, just past the welcome sign. Where I was born, it's where I was raised. Ain't saying I'm made it, but that's the place I wanna be after my last breath. Bury me in Georgia. Let me rest in peace underneath the pines. Yeah, where my roots run deep. When it's my day, put me in that clay and remember what I told you when I die. Bury me in Georgia. Or what shoes y'all put on my feet. I don't care how many show up, or who reads my eulogy. Just take me out to that graveyard, sing a send me home song. Put gold dogs on my headstone and pile that red down. Bury me in Georgia. Let me rest in peace underneath the pines. Where my roots run deep. Testament, let this be my last request. Leave it all to my family, you already know what's next. Bury me in Georgia. Bury me in Georgia. Let me rest in peace underneath the pines. Where my roots run deep.
see it pour. It was daisies and sunshine. Then you hit the door and now you're gone. One shot down. Folks always said booze was no good for me. Jesus always said to love thine enemy. So I hooked this bottle. I'm 2 shots down. Well, he performed the miracle from water to wine, but I believe I'll need something a little stronger this time. So pass the Bible, bourbon, and grace for a breakup. I'll fix my problems, pouring and praying in search of a way to get through this somehow with John, Luke, and Paul. 'Cause nothing heals a broken heart like Jesus and alcohol. I didn't know I needed you and how bad it hurt, but sipping through these scriptures will get me through the worst. I'll get by. 3 shots down. I pray to the good Lord for a brand new start. I begged and I pleaded him to mend my broken heart. Thank God you're gone. 4 shots down. Well, Jack and Jim are real good friends and you're feeling down and out. But this bourbon Bible study's gonna start right here and now. So pass the Bible, bourbon, and grace for a breakup. I'll fix my problems, pouring and praying in search of a way to get through this somehow with John, Luke, and Paul. 'Cause nothing heals a broken heart like Jesus and alcohol. So pass the Bible, bourbon, and grace for a breakup. I'll fix my problems, pouring and praying in search of a way to get through this somehow with John, Luke, and Paul. 'Cause nothing heals a broken heart like Jesus and alcohol. Hey, alcohol.
Your local news and 7-day forecast coming up moments away. Well, I know everyone's going to be excited about this announcement because starting tomorrow here along the Gulf Coast, it's red snapper season officially open, May the 23rd. And it's going to run 7 days a week until June the 30th. I know many of you probably already have that marked on your calendar, but let me just reiterate one more time. Red snapper season officially starts tomorrow, May the 23rd, and it will run 7 days a week until June the 30th. Now, after June the 30th, the season will transition to Fridays through Monday. So you'll be able to fish Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday until the private angler quota is met. Now, the season for federally permitted for hire vessels will open on June the 1st, and that goes all the way through to September the 16th. Here along the Gulf Coast, they say there's plenty of red snappers, and, we have a lot of folks who come down just to catch those red snappers. And I'm looking forward myself to maybe getting out on the boat this year and, see what we can do. But once again, red snapper season kicks off tomorrow.
Generations from a dirt road corn crop. Boots ain't ever seen easy street where Skeeter gets slapped about as fast as a star drops. Roots run deep in this family tree. Ooh, bust your ass, still won't make a killing. Ooh, it's a lifestyle, it ain't a living. From the red, white, and blue, flying high at the farm to the Boone Crockett stud on the wall in the barn where the magnolias bloom. There's a lap on the lawn where your buddy and your both got the name John. In God we trust, Detroit we rust. Redneck letter testifying from the barn in the cut till the day that I'm dust. I'ma stay country or die trying. Thinking about time in a pine box, sure as hell ain't scared to go. I'm a hard-headed, God-fearing man from the boondocks. Chisel that shit on my gobble-head stone. Ooh, Bible and an almanac up on the shelf. Ooh, Daddy prayed for rain, Mama prayed for me to stay out of hell. From the red, white, and blue, flying high at the farm to the Boone Crockett stud on the wall in the barn where the magnolias bloom. There's a lap on the lawn where your buddy and your both got the name John. In God we trust, Detroit we rust. Redneck letter testifying from the barn in the cut till the day that I'm dust. I'ma stay country or die trying. Baptize me where the water's real muddy. Wash me clean, still come up country. From the red, white, and blue, flying high at the farm to the Boone Crockett stud on the wall in the barn where the magnolias bloom. There's a lap on the lawn where your buddy and your both got the name John. In God we trust, Detroit we rust. Redneck letter testifying from the barn in the cut till the day that I'm dust. I'ma stay country or die trying. Or die trying.
Does your company, church, business, or school need to get your employees certified in first aid, CPR, and saving a life? Well, guess what? Armor Tech is here on the Gulf Coast. Call them today at 251-264-2498. They will bring the training to you wherever you're at. 251-264-2498. These guys are fantastic. They're paramedics, firefighters. They know their stuff. They'll also teach you AED, stop the bleed, and the use of Narcan. 251-264-2498. 2498. And once again, this Thursday morning, I'm sitting at the news and weather desk at the Blue Ram Media Studios, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Today, for the rest of the day, we got a warm one. 85 degrees will top out the numbers here along the Gulf Coast. 72 will be your overnight low. Of course, we do have a few clouds lingering, hanging around like usual, but we also have sunshine and less than 5% chance of rain for the rest of the day. Winds coming out of the east-southeast at about 10 miles per hour. Now tomorrow, again, the temperature high will be once again 85 degrees, 75 in the overnight, with mostly sunny, some clouds still lingering around. About a 10 to 12% chance of any rain happening here along the Gulf Coast. Winds will continue blowing at about 10 miles per hour. As we move right on in to the weekend, Saturday and Sunday is going to be glorious. 85 will be the high. It's going to be a bit muggy, I'll tell you that. 77 in the overnight low. Mostly sunny both Saturday and Sunday. We have about a 15% chance of some showers, but if we do get them, they won't last long. Winds on Saturday and Sunday coming out of the south at about 11 to 12 miles per hour. Monday morning, as we head on back to the work week, once again, we got similar weather with a little bit higher chance of rain, actually. Monday, the high will be 86 degrees during the daytime. 76 will be your low. It'll be sunny and cloudy at the same time. 25% chance of rain on Monday. 13 miles per hour coming out of the south is going to be your wind gust. Now, on Tuesday, we do have a chance of some thunderstorms, about 50% at this time right now. 86, once again, will be the high during the daytime. 73 in the overnight. Close to 50% chance of thunderstorms on Tuesday. Winds coming out of the southwest at about 11 miles per hour. Wednesday, we're going to see highs topping out at around 84, 85 degrees once again. We're going to definitely have some sunshine, but there'll be also clouds hanging around, with that slight 24% chance of rain and winds coming out of the west-southwest at about 9 miles per hour. 71 will be the low on Wednesday. Thursday, again, same thing as Wednesday. 83 will be the high. 72 or thereabouts will be the low in the overnight. You'll see partly cloudy, which means partly sunny, and about a 20% chance of rain happening somewhere along the Gulf Coast. Winds coming out of the south-southwest at about 9 miles per hour. On Friday, once again, same as Wednesday and Thursday, 83 will be the high during the daytime on Friday. 72 will be the low in the overnight. And once again, we've got about a 24% chance of rain happening somewheres here along the Gulf Coast on Friday. Winds blowing out of the southwest at 11 miles per hour. We don't see any major storms moving in, so that's a good thing. Most of the week is going to be sunny with some clouds, but just a minimal amount of rain. No big rain pour down things, no thunderstorms, no major anything. Just living along the Gulf Coast with sun and rain playing together from time to time. That's your extended weather forecast. Of course, on Monday we'll have the most up-to-date weather forecast for you from Coastal Alabama Radio.
Rip currents cause an estimated 100 deaths each year in the United States. In 2021, 5 of these deaths were on the Gulf Coast. Rip currents are the number one weather-related killer at the beaches along the northern Gulf Coast. The number of rip current fatalities on these beaches is more than the fatalities of flooding, tornadoes, lightning, and tropical storms or hurricanes combined. Learn the facts. Before heading out to the beach, check current beach conditions and know what each flag means. Always swim near a lifeguard. Rip currents are narrow currents that flow away from the beach. If you notice you're being pulled away from the beach and are swimming and getting tired, you may be in a rip current. Think of it like a treadmill that you can't turn off. You want to step to the side of it. Don't swim against the current. Try to swim across it in a direction following the shoreline. Rip currents do not pull you under, but may take you as far out as a football field so people can tire quickly. The most important thing is to stay calm. If you can't escape the current, float or calmly tread water. Wave for help if you can. Rip current strength eventually subsides and may even take you closer to shore. If you see someone caught in a rip current, call 911 or get a lifeguard and throw something that floats towards the victim. For more information, please visit www.visitalbeaches.com/safety.
Got a funny feeling the moment that your lips touch mine. Something shot right through me. My heart skipped a beat in time. There's a different feel about you tonight. It's got me thinking lots of crazy things. I even think I saw a flash of light. It felt like electricity. You shouldn't kiss me like this unless you mean it like that. 'Cause I'll just close my eyes and I won't know where I'm at. We'll get lost on this dance floor, spinning around and around and around and around. They're all watching us now. They think we're falling in love. They never believe we're just friends. When you kiss me like this, I think you mean it like that. If you do, baby, kiss me again. Everybody swears we make the perfect pair, but dancing is as far as it goes. Girl, you never move me quite the way you move me tonight. I just wanted you to know. You shouldn't kiss me like this unless you mean it like that. 'Cause I'll just close my eyes and I won't know where I'm at. We'll get lost on this dance floor, spinning around and around and around and around. They're all watching us now. They think we're falling in love. They never believe we're just friends. When you kiss me like this, I think you mean it like that. If you do, baby, kiss me again. Kiss me again.
A truck older than me pulled up. A guy older than Nick climbed out. I walked into the bar I was in, ordered one and he sat down. next to me, and next thing I know, we were shooting more than Jack. I said, buddy, you don't act your age. And he leaned back and laughed and said, young man, don't nobody gotta grow up, man. Don't be afraid to look dumb, man. It's worth it, cause only one man's been perfect. He said, young man, take it from an old man. If it ain't good for your soul, tell it where to go, man. Make crazy friends, fall in crazy love, cause that's the stuff that keeps you young, man. Young man, if it gets you drunk, man. Drunk, man, soak it in like the sun, man. Sun, man, watch it keep you young, man. Young man. About 5 before midnight, the woman he called baby showed up. The 40 years he talked about looked like a brand new love. She held her tight, she kissed him like it was only them in the room. And they danced along to top 40 songs like they were still 22. And said, young man, don't nobody gotta grow up, man. Don't be afraid to look dumb, man. It's worth it, and only one man's been perfect. He said, young man, take it from an old man. If it ain't good for your soul, tell it where to go, man. Make crazy friends, fall in crazy love, cause that's the stuff that keeps you young, man. Young man, if it gets you drunk, man. Drunk, man, soak it in like the sun, man. Sun, man, watch it keep you young, man. Young man. Teachers and a bunch from my old coach, but the best I ever got was from a 73-year-old young man. He said, young man, don't nobody gotta grow up, man. Don't you be afraid to look dumb, man. It's worth it, only one man's been perfect. He said, young man, take it from an old man. If it ain't good for your soul, tell it where to go, man. Make crazy friends, fall in crazy love, cause that's the stuff that keeps you young, man. Young man, if it gets you drunk, man. Drunk, man, soak it in like the sun, man. Sun, man, watch it keep you young, man. Young man.
Talking to a shadow on a popcorn ceiling. It's not one for talking, but I know that it still listens. I'm cursing the hands on that clock, even though I know it ain't their fault. I was too late. 'Cause I have the tendency to stall, get too scared, drop the ball and hesitate. I've got no friends keeping me on track, got no wind blowing at my back. I just got time to waste to think about the time I never had between you and me. I'm living with the lonely. I just its own back and lets life happen to me. I guess I'm just a step behind between getting your heart and giving mine. I'm the one to blame. 'Cause I have the tendency to stall, get too scared, drop the ball and hesitate. I've got no friends keeping me on track, got no wind blowing at my back. I just got time to waste to think about the time I never had between you and me. I'm living with the lonely. Living with the lonely.
What am I doing lying in this casket? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm dead. I got shot. I'm not supposed to be dead. I'm only 17. And now I can't see my 18th birthday because I'm a fatal victim of gun violence. My friends, my family, my own mother was devastated. Can't see her son anymore because of gun violence. And everyone's here at the funeral. But before they lay me to rest, there's just one last thing I have to do. How many more of us have to die from gun violence? Let's put a stop to this, because if we don't, the next time it could be your child lying in this casket.
This week is Boating Safety Week, and officials here along the Gulf Coast are stressing safety, especially in high-traffic boating zones. And there are some things that you need to be aware of. Life jackets are mandated by the U.S. Coast Guard, and they have to be on board at all times, enough for everyone. So if there's 5 passengers, 5 Coast Guard approved life vests, and children under 8 must wear them at all times. You should also be monitoring weather conditions before you take the boat out. Sudden storms can rise. Always check forecasts. And it's a good idea to have a marine radio on board as well. Of course, we strongly advise against alcohol. Operating a vessel under the influence is illegal, and of course increases the risk of accidents and injuries, just like driving a car, when you're under the influence. And it's not just alcohol. Could be marijuana, gummies, THC. Respect the no-wake zones. There are areas like Terry Cove and Cotton Bayou that have speed restrictions to protect both the marine life and fellow boaters, and those wake zones are in place elsewhere, including coming in to the Orange Beach area. Be informed, be familiarized with your boating laws and guides. Here along the Gulf Coast, the U.S. Coast Guard patrols and enforces the laws along with the Alabama Marine Police, and in some areas of the states on the lakes and the rivers, it's the county sheriff's office. The Gulf of Mexico is a beautiful place. Just so much to see. Perdido Pass, Cotton Bayou, Terry Cove, Old River, Wolf Bay. So many areas in our area have such beautiful waterways, including the Intercoastal Waterway, by the way. So we want everyone to be safe, not only this week during the National Safe Boating Week, but every day that you're on the water.
She's more than just a pretty face in a late night bar, more than just a pair of tight jeans sitting in your car. She's more than a last call kiss or a one night stand. Remember, boy, you weren't the first to hold her hand. She's somebody's daughter. She's somebody's everything. She's somebody's little girl, even if she's grown up and moved away. She's somebody's whole world. She's somebody's baby. And if you don't treat her right, hers won't be the only heart you're breaking. She's somebody's daughter. Her daddy bought her her first car, taught her how to drive, scared her senior prom date under that porch light. Her mama wiped away the tears from my first heartbreak and said, honey, he ain't good enough for you anyway. She's somebody's daughter. She's somebody's everything. She's somebody's little girl, even if she's grown up and moved away. She's somebody's whole world. She's somebody's baby. And if you don't treat her right, hers won't be the only heart you're breaking. She's somebody's daughter. She's somebody's daughter. She's a picture on a mantle up above a fireplace. She's pigtails blowing out candles on a birthday cake. She's a driving off to college, tear in her mama's eyes. Yeah, she's a daddy's girl. Better treat her right, 'cause she's somebody's daughter. She's somebody's daughter. Yeah. She's somebody's whole world. She's somebody's baby. And if you don't treat her right, hers won't be the only heart you're breaking. She's somebody's daughter. She's somebody's daughter. Yeah, she's somebody's daughter. She's somebody's daughter.
When all our tears have reached the sea, a part of you will live in me, way down inside my heart. The days keep coming without fail. A new wind's gonna find your sail, and that's where your journey starts. You'll find better love, strong as it ever was, deep as a river by the shore. We're gonna keep on coming back for more, 'cause we don't ever wanna stop. Out in this brave new world you'll see, oh, the valleys and the peaks. I can see you on the top. You'll find better love, strong as it ever was, deep as a river runs, warm as the morning sun. Please remember me. Remember me when you're out walking, when snow falls high outside your door, late at night when you're not sleeping, and the light falls across your floor, when I can't hurt you anymore. You'll find better love, strong as it ever was, deep as a river runs, warm as the morning sun. Please remember me. Please remember me.
I've been telling my dreams to the scarecrow about the places that I'd like to see. I say, friend, do you think I'll ever get there? Oh, but he just stands there smiling back at me. So I confess my sins to the preacher about the love I've been praying to find. Is there a brown-eyed boy in my future? Yeah. And he says, girl, you got nothing but time. But how do you wait for heaven? And who has that much time? And how do you keep your feet on the ground when you know that you were born? You were born to fly. My daddy, he is grounded like the oak tree. My mama, she is steady as the sun. Oh, you know I love my folks, but I keep staring down the road, just looking for my one chance to run. Hey, 'cause I will soar away like a blackbird. I will blow in the wind like a sea. I will plant my heart in the garden of my dreams, and I will grow up where I want And how do you keep your feet on the ground when you know you were born? You were born to fly. Yeah. You were born to fly, 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 fly. Hey. Ooh.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
Mobile Bay Patrol Service, public safety and law enforcement trained with more than 30 years experience here along the Gulf Coast, protecting our people, our property, and our way of life. Give them a call at 251-264-2498. They offer mobile patrol services of churches, businesses, schools, gated communities, condominiums, beach resorts, yacht clubs, and so much more. 251-264-2498. Call today and you will sleep better tonight. The Daphne Police Department has recently announced their latest arrest, starting off with Tyree M. Evans, arrested on an outstanding arrest warrant. Brian Keith Hires, arrested for possession of a controlled substance in the 20,000 block of US 98, which is the Shell gas station. Joy Davis Segal was arrested for possession of a controlled substance. This occurred on May the 2nd at the State Highway 181. Brandon Thomas Smith was arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol at the Circle K on North Main Street and booked into the Daphne jail. Odessa Shaw McLeod has been arrested for retail theft. This occurred on State Highway 181. Odessa McLeod was also charged with second and third degree retail theft at the same location. Mary H. Green was arrested for public intoxication in the 30,000 block of Mill Lane, which is a local Walgreens right there in Spanish Fort Daphne. Hunter Dylan Barber was arrested for not having a ignition interlock, which is a misdemeanor. The court had ordered him to have a device where he had to blow into it. This was during a traffic stop on Van Buren. He was taken into the city jail. Shaquanda T. Hollis was arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. This happened on US 98 and Main Street. She was booked into the jail. Zachary P. Bro was arrested for also driving under the influence of alcohol. This happened at St. John Street. He was booked into the city jail. Alicia Harvey's been arrested on an outstanding arrest warrant. Catherine Tinko was arrested on an outstanding arrest warrant. Both were taken into the city jail. Oscar Alexis Vasquez Ramirez was arrested for being a fugitive from justice after police stopped him. They found out that he was wanted. They took him into the city jail. Brianna Danielle Harden was arrested for an outstanding arrest warrant and booked into the Daphne City Jail. Andre Kashan House was arrested. He also did not have a court-ordered ignition interlock, and he was taken into the city jail. That arrest occurred, by the way, at the old David's Catfish. Mariah Rose Smith was arrested for driving under the influence at Park Drive and Pollard Road, this occurring on May the 5th at about 11 p.m. Jacobian Leonard Knight was arrested for having an outstanding arrest warrant. Robert Adam Roster was contacted by the police, who found out that he was wanted as a fugitive from justice. He was taken into custody and booked into the jail. Brian Keith Degger was arrested on an outstanding arrest warrant. George Edward Nelson also arrested on an outstanding warrant. Oliver Riddle arrested on an outstanding arrest warrant. All three booked into the city jail on different times and dates. Derek William Taylor was arrested by police, US 98 at I-10, for possession of drug paraphernalia. Police also arrested John Destin Heath. He was arrested for an outstanding arrest warrant. Joshua Zachary Lewis, taken into custody also for having an outstanding arrest warrant. Amaria Gabrielle Creighton was arrested for having an outstanding warrant. All of those were booked into the city jail. Different times, different dates. They were not associated. Adair Russmuth was arrested for possession of drug paraphernalia at the Whiskey Bar and Grill in the 20,000 block of US 98. Colby Aaron Phillips was arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol at County Road 98 and Lawson Road. Both of those booked into the jail. James Edward Stanton was taken into custody after police responded to a domestic violence incident. He was charged with third-degree domestic violence and criminal mischief at the 1000 block of Lett Avenue. Police also arrested Ramey Renee Freeman for possessing a forged instrument on East Bay Drive. Ashley A. Copeland was arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol, 1000 block of US 98. Maya White was arrested on an outstanding arrest warrant. Doris Mason arrested for an outstanding arrest warrant. Derek Darnell Yelding was arrested for driving under the influence of a substance, paraphernalia, and drug substance. He was stopped at Academy Drive at the United States Sports Academy and booked into the city jail. Victoria Alexandria Hoffelt was arrested for having an outstanding arrest warrant. Tyler Gilmore also had an outstanding arrest warrant. Both of those was booked into the city jail, different dates and times not associated. Jalen Nobles was arrested for shoplifting at the Target store on US 98. Joseph D. Allen was arrested for theft of property also at the Target store. Jonathan A. Botwell was arrested for an outstanding arrest warrant and booked into the city jail. Lemuel Goldie was arrested for an outstanding arrest warrant. Brian Edward Lorenzo was arrested for DUI. This happened at the Riviera Utilities Power Station, State Highway 181. Laverius Malik Jackson was arrested for possession of marijuana in the second degree at the CVS store in Daphne. Brittany Monique Patton was arrested for possession of burglary tools. This happened on Acorn Knoll Drive and was booked into the jail. Sharika Jones was arrested for an outstanding warrant. Brittany Racine Quates was arrested also for an outstanding warrant, both booked into the city jail. Linda Vita Ramos was arrested for fourth-degree theft and booked into the jail. Charles Lamar Leland was arrested for an outstanding warrant. Christopher Visor arrested for an outstanding warrant. DeAndre Lamarcus Carroll was arrested for felony possession of marijuana in the first degree. Deary Jerome Nobles arrested on an outstanding warrant. Michael Boyle had a warrant. John Anthony Johnson had an outstanding warrant. Caden Anthony Underwood had an outstanding warrant, as did Shelby D. McCullum, all arrested at different times and locations, and they were not associated. Samuel Paul Ricard was arrested for driving under the influence. This happened at the Cube Smart Storage, which was in the 9000 block of US Highway 90. Samuel Paul Ruckward was arrested for an outstanding warrant. Justin Scott Purvis was arrested for an outstanding warrant. Valerie Cash, driving under the influence of alcohol on US 98 at the Bay Auto Glass, taken to jail. She was also arrested a second time and taken into the jail. Roderick J. Gaines was arrested for having a firearm while being convicted as a felon. He was arrested in the 20,000 block of Friendship Road. Teresa Camano was arrested on a standing warrant. Miracle Tanish Spelton was arrested for an outstanding warrant. Abdul Hernandez was arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. This happened at the Tula Mexican restaurant. Andrew F. Dennis was arrested for driving under the influence at Whispering Pines in US 98. Rebecca Hastings Johnson, arrested on a warrant. Michael Brandon Payne, driving under the influence of alcohol on Academy Drive. Jasmine Nicole Jones, arrested on a warrant. Natalie Marie Amador, arrested on a warrant. Atlantis Dwayne Gamble, arrested for possession of a controlled substance. James Michael Finnegan, driving under the influence of alcohol, arrested and booked into the jail, as was Christopher R. Brown, charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Jasmine Nicole Bevins was arrested for public intoxication. This happened on the 17th of May. Maya J. Rocker, arrested on an outstanding warrant. All of them booked into the jail. Some of them were given bonds and some had no bonds and had to wait to appear before the judge. That is your most recent arrest log here for the City of Daphne Police.
And here's the exit. You know, Johnny, he is 6 beers in already. This is not going to end well.
Football! Steve, he's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling all over the place, and oh, that can't be good.
Look at that sloppy key action. That's going to draw a penalty.
Drinking, driving, possible $1,500 fine, and 1 year in jail.
Yeah, Steve, that was a good call by the ref. One bad decision totally changes the game.
You know, it just goes to show if you drink and you drive, nobody wins.
If you're holding your breath when your heart tells your head what you're feeling, if you're breaking your plans cause you're barefoot and dancing on the ceiling, if you're out of your body and you can't believe it, deeper than you've ever been, if your world's spinning faster than it ever has, well, baby, then I got you right where I want you, wrapped in my arms tonight, feeling like I feel about you. I never felt more alive, yeah. I never seen a star so bright as the ones burning in your eyes. If I could stop time, that's what I'd do, 'cause I got you right where I want you. If you're thinking nonstop about what we got like I am, if you're scared to death but you know this love ain't dying, if you're falling and flying at the same time, higher than you've ever been, if you don't know why but it feels just right, well, baby, then I got you right where I want you, wrapped in my arms tonight, feeling like I feel about you. I never felt more alive, yeah. I never seen a star so bright as the ones burning in your eyes. If I could stop time, that's what I'd do, 'cause I got you right where I want you. Girl, I got you right where I want you. Right where we are, where we're supposed to be. Right where we are, baby, you and me. Can we never leave? Yeah, I got you right where I want you, wrapped in my arms tonight, feeling like I feel about you. Never felt more alive, yeah. I never seen a star so bright as the ones burning in your eyes. If I could stop time, that's what I'd do, 'cause I got you right where I want you.
got you right where I want you.
This last week was the Law Enforcement Memorial Week, which recognizes those who have given their all, their life. A police officer in Dade, Miami-Dade, Florida, wrote a poem that was read aloud in Washington, D.C. at the Memorial Wall. I'm going to read it to you. When I Don't Come Home, it's called. When I don't come home one day, please understand that my calling that day was to look evil straight in the eye and fight a battle never afraid to die, just like the hero you always believed I was. When I don't come home one day, understand that I always knew how much you loved me and never have any regrets or feel you didn't do enough, because you did. When I don't come home one day, tell the kids that I love them and will always be proud of them. Tell them I will be in their presence forever and will shine more on them with pride, and that my life was complete because of them. When I don't come home one day, tell my fellow brothers and sisters in blue that there will be dark days, but the badge we so proudly wear demonstrates the sacrifice of those who went before us, that stayed in the fight till the end, and no matter how hard it gets, never to give up. When I don't come home one day, don't stay angry at the one who took me away from you, but instead fill your heart with memories that will never be taken away. When I don't come home one day, don't be mad at the profession I chose, but instead feel honored you were part of it. When I don't come home one day, remember the ones that went before me and pray that they will find eternal light. When I don't come home one day, make sure that continue to say my name and pray for me so I'll never be forgotten. Isabel McDonald is a 24-year law enforcement veteran, still on the force, wearing the badge, protecting and serving. McDonald is also a canine officer. She wrote this, and it's a sad poem, but it's one that's very poignant and tells a story. We all know when we take a public safety job, whether it be the police or fire department, even paramedics and security guards put their life on the line. And having been in this business for 40 years, I understand it quite well. This was a sad poem to read the first time, and I've read it several times to others, and now on the radio, and it's just as sad. Let's recognize our heroes. There's a foundation here on the Gulf Coast called the Gulf Coast Heroes Foundation. Contribute to them. Donate to them, because that foundation recognizes and aids and assists those injured on the job or killed in the line of duty. If I don't come home one day.
Lacing up those boots, strapping on that vest, spin that radio on, pin a star in the chest. Just doing what we love and doing what we do. We kiss our family goodbye before we go. Crazy world out there, only the good Lord knows. If we take that last call, the cavalry will be there to hold that line. Where we fall, we're holding that thin blue line, 'cause that's what we do. a call anytime, anywhere. Just do what we love, yeah, do what we do. Blue lights and sirens, yeah, it's time to go. No time to defund us. You should know that we're not perfect. We're human, we're flawed. Just say the sin of grace for the sake of us all. We're holding that thin blue line, 'cause that's what we do. We don't do it for the glory, we do it for you. No matter the price, we're a sacrifice. We will. We'll hold that line. We're holding that thin blue line. That's what we do. We don't do it for the glory, we do it for you. We're holding that thin blue line. That's what we do. We don't do it for the glory, we do it for you. No matter the price, we'll sacrifice. We will. We'll hold that line. We'll hold that line. We'll hold that
Well, once again, that's going to wrap it up. Another one in the books, as they say, for this radio program Thursday morning. It's been great to be behind the microphone with you all. I really do enjoy it. Thank you for all the emails. Remember, you can contact us anytime, 24/7, helpdesk at bluerammedia.com. Or you can even send in a news tip anytime, newsdesk at bluerammedia.com. And we'd love to listen and play your indie songs. So if you're a singer, you've got a couple of indie songs out there, maybe something on Facebook or maybe YouTube, send it to us, helpdesk at bluerammedia.com, and we'll definitely play it for you. Someone contacted us a few weeks ago saying that they were going to send some music, and I know that they're a listener, regular listener, but they still haven't done it, so you know who you are. Send it to us, helpdesk at bluerammedia.com. We have a lot happening here along the Gulf Coast, a lot of activity, and we're going to be more and more involved in community events. We'll tell you about some things happening on every show. And next program, we're going to bring something back. One of our features that we had for quite a while in the first year or so. And that's called day tripping. Now, we stopped that because local station began using our format. But anyways, we're going to bring it back. Day tripping. Someplace you can get to in a day and enjoy yourself with your family, relax, get away from it all, and get back and sleep in your own bed. So we'll bring that back on the next program next Monday. Until the next time, y'all be safe, be blessed. Remember, if there's red or blue lights coming up behind you, you got to pull to the right. If they are already on the right shoulder, maybe police with a traffic stop or a crash or a tow truck even, you got to pull to the left as safely and swiftly and, let these people get home safely. Until the next time, y'all stay blessed, be safe, and, help each other. We'll see you back here on the next program.